Microsoft, ticker MSFT, could emerge as big tech's strongest free cash flow generator in 2027, while Google's parent Alphabet and Meta could remain free cash flow negative. And this is according to third-party estimates, which were highlighted by the IO Fund analyst Beth Kindig. In a post on X, Kindig said hyperscaler forecasts showed Microsoft remaining, quote, the strongest cash flow generator, end quote, with free cash flow rising from $19.6 billion in the June quarter to an estimated $46.2 billion in 2027. The IO Fund graphic also showed Amazon, ticker AMZN, becoming thinly positive at $1.2 billion, while Alphabet and Meta were projected to remain negative at $18.4 billion and $16.2 billion, respectively. These 2027 numbers, however, were sourced from Market Screener rather than companies' earnings guidance. IO Fund's underlying analysis explicitly describes the figures as 2027 estimates. Microsoft's latest quarter supports its position as the strongest cash generator of the group. The company reported a $55.4 billion in operating cash flow and $35.8 billion in cash paid for property and equipment, and that resulted in a $19.6 billion value of free cash flow. CFO Amy Hood said Microsoft expects to remain free cash flow positive in fiscal year 2027, end quote, but did not provide a $46.2 billion forecast. Alphabet likewise did not guide to negative $18.4 billion in 2027 free cash flow. Management said 2027 capital spending would increase, quote, significantly, and that free cash flow would remain under pressure. Alphabet actually reported negative $5.855 billion in second quarter free cash flow, not the negative $7.6 billion shown in the graphic. Meta provided no specific 2027 CapEx outlook, while Amazon discussed significant near-term free cash flow headwinds, but gave numerical 2027 free cash flow target. The projections are also fluid. Market Screener subsequently displayed estimates shifted to roughly $32.3 billion for Microsoft, negative $6.8 billion for Amazon, and negative $21.7 billion for Meta, while Alphabet remained near negative $18.4 billion. The broader takeaway in all of this remains intact, that surging AI infrastructure spending could put substantial pressure on hyperscaler cash flows, even as Microsoft currently stands apart from its peers in its ability to remain strongly free cash flow positive. So we shall see. Joe saying, I have some leaps. I'm assuming you're talking about Microsoft. Let me know. That actually looks like a pretty good one. All right. I think I've got one more quick one here that I wanted to do before we bring Mark on. Yes, this is some NVIDIA news here. So real quick, let me just run through this, then we'll go talk to Mark. NVIDIA, ticker NVDA, is reportedly accelerating development of its next generation Feynman AI platform, pushing Taiwan Semiconductor, ticker TSM, to fast-tracking advanced chip making and packaging capacity ahead of its expected 2028 launch. I'm so glad Feynman's name is finally entering the AI lexicon. I love that. NVIDIA is shifting research and supply chain resources towards Feynman, even as its Vera Rubin platform enters mass production and ramp up, and Digitimes reported this today. Feynman is expected to feature 3D chipsets, TSMC's System on Integrated Chips, or SOIC technology, high bandwidth memory, or HBM, and co-packaged optics, abbreviated as CPO, representing a major architectural evolution from Rubin. Industry sources expect Feynman to use TSMC's upgraded 2-nanometer class A16 process. The platform could also push NVLink bandwidth beyond 1,000 terabytes per second or 1 petabyte per second as NVIDIA builds increasingly large AI clusters. The accelerated roadmap is putting additional pressure on TSMC to expand advanced packaging capacity. According to the report, TSMC is accelerating construction at its AP7 facility in Chiayi and its AP8 in the southern Taiwanese Science Park, while preparing capacity for SOIC and CWOS-L and next-generation C-POST technologies. TSMC's SOIC technology enables chips to be stacked vertically, potentially improving bandwidth while reducing latency and power consumption. The report said TSMC could increase monthly SOIC capacity to approximately 50,000 wafers by the end of 2027. That is up significantly from its earlier plans. TSMC and NVIDIA did not immediately respond to Benzinga's request for comment, but we're going to stay on top of this for sure.